fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, welcome to our meeting today. I would like briefly to announce that Lily, we have received a nice surprise today, so it was very spontaneous, I have to say. And as Lily is our Vice President Education, I think that she has the honor to announce which kind of letter we have just received. So please come to the podium.
Thank you, Madam President, Madam Chair. Our former President, Magdalena, is far, far away in the Southern Hemisphere, but we got a message recently. There is an envelope for you from Magdalena. Please pick it up. What's in it? This is it. And this is it. And this is what's inside.
Wow.
So this is the Distinguished Club for 2014-2015, because our Toastmasters year goes from the 1st of July to the 30th of June. So that's the year July 2014 to June 2015 last year. And we became the Distinguished Club, which contributed to our region being one of the top regions in the world. I think it was the year before that we were the top region, and last year we were also very, very high. So this comes from the Distinguished Club program points that we get when we recruit new members, when the members complete their Competent Communicator Manual, Competent Leadership Manual, when we send our reports in on time, when we nominate a new executive and report that to international on time. So this is another ribbon for our wonderful record, which I must say we have really got a very good club record. We've existed a long, long time, and I believe I still have another ribbon at home that we also received. And I'm determined to buy some strip of ribbon to sew all of these on, that we can have them all together, and whether we use this banner or like that we can just display our ribbons and be proud of our club, because even those that come in now, we join a legacy. We have inherited a foundation which we can build on, and we're very, very grateful for all those who've gone before us, and this is something that we can all be proud of. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Congratulations to our former president. She's not here, you know, now she's in Singapore, I think, because she had to follow her husband, but most probably next year she will be back, and we don't know which kind of surprise we could get from her, perhaps, but yeah. Thank you to Magdalena and to her team, because it was for last year Executive Committee. Wonderful. That means also that now we will need to create a new Execom committee. So, and we will have our election on the 14th of July. So, that means that we need several roles in that committee. We need a president, a vice president education. We need a treasurer. We need a vice president membership. We need a vice president public relations. We need a secretary. We need several people to fill all these roles. We cannot continue having our own roles, so we need a fresh executive committees, except for some of them. So I will invite you to try to grab some interest into being part of this executive committee. I won't say take the role of president or vice president education if you are new, because it is also something not so easy to manage at the beginning. But any kind of role, even if it is a smaller role, it's always interesting. I told you last time, for your leadership part in this club, you know, it will help you to understand how it is important to organize meetings, to work with the people. I think it's not only Toastmaster is not only about communication, but it is also about management, managing a team, a group. And I think that if you are part of this executive committee, you will understand how important it is to have a good team. Even if you are in a private company, it is important to have a nice group of people with whom you could collaborate and to put in place, you know, an organization. So I will suggest, please think about it. You will receive an email very soon, and you will be perhaps contacted by us because we think we have thought about some people who could perhaps take over some roles in the executive committee. And for the other one, if you feel the wish to be part of it, don't hesitate, talk to us. You can have a coffee with us, contact us after the meeting, and don't be afraid to discuss with us about it. So, point of business. We had on the 2nd of April the area contest. So, Yassine, you were there, so I was there and Yassine was there from the club. And I would like you, as you are new here in the club, to give your feeling about this contest. It was not a conference, it was a contest, but for you it was something totally new, so I would like you to brief the audience here about this contest, if you don't mind.
Sure. Dear first masters, guests. As a new member, I could attend to this meeting, and it's really nice to see because it gives an idea of where you can end, what you can do after practicing, and it's inspiring because what I saw was really nice and surprising. I feel that people made lots of effort to organize this contest and to prepare their speeches, and at the end the atmosphere was really nice, inspiring, and it makes me want to continue joining and spending time on this club.
Good, thank you, thank you. And it's really there that you can also see how flexible and how relaxed you can be when you organize a meeting. For instance, the area governor had nothing to, I don't know, they forget to bring all the material to calculate the time. And what they decided to do, they took a simple sheet of paper and with a red pen, they put something like this, like a little child, you know, and they put, this is red, this is green, this is, you know, so that's what I want to tell you also. You feel relaxed when you are part of this kind of organization, because any kind of hint or problem you have to face, as you are used to meet people regularly, to organize meeting, you know how to react. And I think this governor was really cool and saying, so look, this will be now the new pancarte, you know, to calculate exactly the time. And I think it was good. We always learn everywhere. Now, after this area conference, we will have our division conference on the 23rd of April. So I have printed some information, very succinct, very short, and you will find more information if you go there. And briefly, I would like to tell you that this meeting will be on Saturday the 23rd. It will start at 9 and it will finish at 7 p.m., you know. And it will take part in the Vienna Conservatory in Maria-Hilfer-Straße. So I hope that everybody knows where it is. It's a very famous shopping street. So in this meeting we will have all the contestants for the international speeches and the evaluation speeches, and we will have also workshops. Okay? So I think it's something really special, you know, because it is a division conference. It is here, and I think even if the price to me looks a little bit high, yeah, but
no, it's 6 to stay, right?
Marielle Fürstrasse, it's 6, I think 6 or 7. What did they say? Okay. Yeah. It is 30 euro if you register on the site, or 35 euro if you pay directly there.
It's for the room, right?
Well, you have something to eat, that's what they say. You have, the food is provided at lunchtime, so you will have something to eat and you will have the drinks included. So, of course, you will have normally great speaker coming there, so also you have most probably to pay their performance, so that's why the price is a little bit higher. I think that nevertheless it's something quite interesting, and if you can afford it, try to go and take part to this division conference and book it online. And you can also have all the information, they are quite modern that time, on Facebook, you know. You will receive by Lily today or tomorrow another email with the registration site. And my suggestion to you would be to register in order not to pay this 35. I know it's only €5, but it's still...
So 35 comes based on...
It's 30 if you register online and 35 on location. Okay? So, and you will see the full program there. Okay, so have a look at all the information. So, I have finished my part, and I would like to handle the control of this meeting to our Toastmaster of the day. I was surprised because I had in mind that this young lady had been among us for 2 years, and she said no, only 1. But you know, I think that the way you appear, the way you speak, the confidence you have, shows me that you are a very experienced Toastmaster. And you are, but you have only 1 year of experience behind you, and you decided today to take the role of Toastmaster of the Day, which is one of the more difficult roles, I have to say, even more difficult than chairperson, because as chairperson you open and you close, and to be Toastmaster of the Day you have to entertain the audience. So, let me invite today our dear Monica to the podium.
So good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, dear guests. So it's a pleasure for me to be Toastmaster of the Day today. I did it once already, like at the beginning of my Toastmaster career, so to say. This is the second time. First of all, I would like to welcome our guest. I think it's the second or third time that you're here today. Second. Can you please tell us your name again?
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
My second name is PNG. My legal name is Zheng Liu. So I'm working in UNIDO, the United Nations Industrial Development Organization. So it is the second time, so I'm here.
Welcome. So we hope you're going to come again a third time, and then that you are going to join us.
Yes.
As Valerie nicely said and introduced me, actually my role is to entertain you today, to lead you through the meeting, and to act as a moderator of the meeting. I want to say that the meeting is, as you might remember, divided in 3 parts. First, the first part is the part of the prepared speeches. We have 1 speech today. Then we have the table topic session. And at the end we have the general evaluation of the meeting. There is one change in the program. We decided that after the first speech, we immediately going to have the evaluation of the speech because our fellow Toastmaster Alice has to leave a little bit earlier. So we'll change that, and the table topic session will be at the end, before the general evaluation of the meeting. I would like to now introduce the evaluator of the first speech. And first of all, but perhaps before we start with that, I would like to call the general evaluator, Brigitte, to tell us or to inform us about the composition of her team.
Thank you. Hello to everybody. I took today the role of the general evaluator, but the third part, the evaluation of the meeting, is not done only by myself. I have a team which I would like to introduce to you. There will be the evaluator of the first speech, the only speech of today. This will be Toastmaster Alois. Then we will have an A-counter, Toastmaster Mina. A grammarian, this is today Toastmaster Schuba. The timekeeper, Toastmaster Yasin. And we will have a ballot counter, this will be Toastmaster Robin. If the time allows, maybe you could say shortly what you will do as in your function today. Maybe we start with the A-counter. Toastmaster Nina, please.
Fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, my job in this meeting is to count repetition so that we can fill that box and we can go out together and have a wonderful drink. And that's my job.
Thank you. Next one of our team is Toastmaster Schuba as Kamil. Please could you let us know what your function is?
Hello Toastmasters, honored guests. Today my task is grammarian, and what I do is report on good and bad use of languages. And in addition to that, I have chosen a word of the day for today's meeting. This is gallant. Gallant is adjective and also adverb. And the meaning is very brave, showing courage. And one can use like this: the defenders of the fort made a gallant stand. And as adverb, you can use like, he gallantly offered her his seat. So this is my word of the day today.
Thank you. Schuba. Toastmaster Yasin, our timekeeper, please could you explain us shortly what you will do as timer today?
As a timekeeper today, I will record the time spent by the speakers on the different speeches, and I will use these three different counts. For the first speech that should last 5 to 7 minutes, I will show the 5 minutes with a green card, the 6th minute with a yellow one, and the 7th one with a red one. For the topic master, speeches should last 1 to 2 minutes, and I will show the green one at the first minute, the yellow one at 1.5 minutes, and the red one at the second minute.
Thank you very much.
I forgot to advise Yasin that we also have an evaluation speech, which is 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
So it's 2 minutes, 2.5, and 3 minutes.
Okay.
2, 2.5, and 3 minutes. Sorry, it was my mistake. I forgot to do it.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Toastmaster Yasin, that you took over this role for the first time.
Yes,
Yes, and our ballot counter, Toastmaster Robbie. Your tasks.
Thank you very much. So, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, as a ballot counter, my role will be to collect the ballots for the best table topic speakers and the best table topic speaker, and for the best evaluator. I will also collect the comments of the speakers and I will announce the winner, and the awards will be remitted by our president, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Robin? Yeah, with this I will, and at the end I will also give a general evaluation of the meeting. So together with the team we take care of the third part of the meeting. With this I will hand over again to the Toastmaster today.
So thank you very much, Brigitte, for this gallant introduction of your team. I would like to introduce now our fellow Toastmaster Anos, who is going to at the same time introduce the first speaker and to tell us from which manner he's going to speak and the number of this speech he's going to give.
Fellow Toastmasters, honored guest, our colleague Toastmaster Ilman will speak today from the manual called Competent Communication, and he will give project number 2, which is titled Organize Your Speech. And the executive summary of this project reads like that: select an appropriate outline which allows listeners to easily follow and understand your speech. Make your message clear with supporting material directly contributing to that message. Use appropriate transitions when moving from one idea to another. Create a strong opening and conclusion. Time 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you very much. Let us welcome our speaker, Ilmar. Please join me with an applause. Thank you.
That's the thing.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the day. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. Today, I'm going to talk to you about something which is long, hard, and tasty. It's banana. So, the other day, I was invited by my best friend to a lunch at her place. She prepared some traditional Indonesian dishes. One of them are pisang goreng, which means literally in English is fried banana. It was tasty, I liked it. But then she said something to me. It would be more tastier if she cooked it with different type of banana. The one that is not available in Austria. So I was thinking, yeah, she's right. I was remembering the taste from before and the taste from this banana, it was different. So I made a little research about banana. Because, you know, growing up in a tropical country, there are a lot of bananas, and it's a common thing. There's a lot of types. But here I found out that there's only one type of banana. So I made a research, and then I found out a lot of interesting facts about banana. It is believed that human has been eating bananas since 15,000 years ago. That is very long. And it is also believed that every year people eat more than 100 billion bananas per year. That is a gallant number of bananas. So, and as I mentioned before, in Austria, I look at the market, there's only one type of banana, which actually in the world, there are currently more than 50 types recognized banana. I have This is just some of them. It's really interesting. There are purple ones, green, yellow, and with various sizes. Then I wonder, why is it only one type of banana which is sold here? And the type of banana that was sold is called Cavendish banana. The reason is actually it's more of a business reason, because turn out the Cavendish banana, it's easy to grow massively. So the farmers could grow them up massively, and it has a thick skin, so it is easy to be transported without damaging the fruits, and it could store for quite a long time. Banana itself, they have two types. There are edible bananas and there are some wild bananas. The edible bananas, it originally came from rainforests in Southeast Asia. It was first carried out to Europe in the 10th century, and then the Portuguese, they distribute the banana plant to South America in the 16th century. Technically, banana is a kind of berry, so it's the same as grape. Could you imagine that? And because banana is actually, they have seeds and fleshy pulps. One might wonder, seeds? You never find seeds here. Because it turns out, in cultivated bananas such as Cavendish, the seeds were somehow diminished up into non-existence. But if you open the banana, and if you see in the middle of banana, sometimes you see the black specks inside of the banana. That is the remnants of the seeds. So I eat banana because it's really tasty. But it also turned out that it's really useful for our health. I read an article online. It says that banana is a source for magnesium and vitamin B6 and vitamin C. It could help reduce swelling. It could help you against the diabetic type 2. It could also help you in reducing weight. So it's a really a good diet for reducing weight. And it also could strengthen the nervous system, and it helps the productions of white blood cells. So there are a lot of usefulness of banana. It is also naturally slightly radioactive because of potassium, but because our body could handle the radioactive materials in these fruits. There are some concern about banana could cause some constipation, which is likely a myth, because 75% of its weight is actually water. So people around the world eat banana not only for the taste, but also for their health. So my message to you, live a healthy life and eat banana.
Thank you very much, Ilmar, for this wonderful speech. I ate already my banana this morning. I have to say I'm one of the few persons that every morning I have to eat a banana. And I would like to now go back to our fellow Toastmaster artist, who is going to evaluate the speech of Ilmar.
Fellow Toastmasters, honored guest, Ilmar, I was impressed. Impressed by, first of all, the fantastic opening, and you could hear that you drew now I'm actually looking for words, the attention to you right away. Because what is coming out of this little black box? Oops, something yellow. And it is big and hard and tastes well. Of course, people were thinking already something else maybe. Anyway, the tension was there. Then you had also a very nice structure which I could follow. It was about the history, about the millions or billions of tons of bananas which are being eaten every year. Then you were telling us something about, in a very relaxed way, and with body gesture, which was also showing that you were confident about all your points and your message. And finally, you were ending up with a message which was ending in the eat banana. You had a message which is shows that that stuff is helpful for many of us, and maybe I should start using it myself because I'm a diabetic type, and I should lose weight as well. So finally I see the green light in front of me. But coming to an end, I loved your speech because it was really different to that what I had heard in the rehearsal. In the rehearsal it was a little bit bumpy, but now it was much, much better. Thank you, Ilma.
Thank you very much, fellow Toastmaster Alex. I would like to remind you please to provide feedback to Ilmar. There is this green cup going around so to collect your feedback. So perhaps we give you 20 seconds, 30 seconds so that you, the ones that have not written something, can still do it. So I think we're almost done. We can continue with our session. I have now the pleasure to hand over to our table topic masters of today, dear Vicky, who is going to provide us with very exciting information. We are looking forward to listening to the questions already.
Fellow Toastmasters, honoured guests, before I commence with the table topic session, I have a question for you. Who has brought this competent leadership manual? Or let me ask you, who is working on it currently? Because if you are given a table topics today, you may use this for your project number 1. So, Brigitte, you have another project you're working on currently. Robin, would you like to give your manual to one of the members so that you can have an evaluation?
I only have the competitive competition.
Okay. So nobody's concerned. Okay, next time. Raindrops on roses, whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles, and woolen kittens. I think you all know what I'm talking about. This is from The Sound of Music. And Julie Andrews was a very charming performer of this song. And it has become, let's say, a symbol of relaxation and fun and light entertainment in the English-speaking world. And particularly this song, My Favorite Things, helps us to relax. So for today's table topic session, I have chosen this very topic, namely favorite things. Put it here. Favorite things. Now I would like you to relax. Personally for me, giving an impromptu speech is very, very daunting. It's a dreadful experience for me sometimes, and I have failed very badly, and I have succeeded. The main thing is to relax. This is what I found out. So today I would like to give you some table topics questions, or topics rather, that will help you relax easily. I have brought some topics. It's all suggestions for favorite things. Can you see, Robin? Because you're going to be the first one. So you may choose and pick any of these categories, okay, from this, and give an impromptu speech about one of your favorite things.
Thank you very much. Table topic. I would like to talk to you about maybe one of my favorite things would be politician. Can I interpret it as politics in general? So if I would say that I really, really enjoy politics. Why? Well, first of all, because I think everything is politics. Some people will claim that there are things that could not be politics, that, for example, sports is not politics, that international sport competitions are not, FIFA, Olympics, etc. I think everything is politics here in the world and around us. I would say this chair has been produced somewhere thanks to a trade agreement between two countries. I would say that this table, the glass, comes from maybe an industry from a country and not from another, because the other might be under embargo. I would say that also the FIFA, for example, only includes all the recognized countries in the world and not some other regions that would like to be recognized as a country. So I would say that everything around us can be interpreted politically, and I think that's passionating, and everything has a political story behind it. And I think it's really interesting to think positively, neutrally, or negatively of everything that surrounds us to understand better our world. Thank you.
I will not comment on anything because we are running out of time a little bit. I want to stay on the time track. So I will just continue calling up on you. Who's left without a role today? I think Lily, you don't have really a role. Can you see? Or would you like to come closer? Or come to the podium if you like?
Yeah, because otherwise the camera doesn't pick up. Can I take it?
Yes, you can.
There's lots of things there, but my favourite thing right now is I am totally preoccupied about a holiday resort. I'm planning in June to go to Australia with my husband. My husband's Austrian. He comes from Waldviertel. It's called the Kältepole Österreichs, the deepest, coldest area of Austria. We lived there for 3 years. And I thought if I can survive 3 years in Waldviertel, then I could settle in Austria. And I survived the 3 years, and then we moved to where we live now. But my husband never lived in Australia. He visited me once for 3 weeks. He visited me once with our 2 children for 2 weeks. Or he came, the whole family came already from Austria with 2 of our children, and another time with all 5 of them. And my mother still lives in Melbourne. I have 4 brothers living in Melbourne, 3 brothers in Melbourne and 1 in Sydney. But I've planned a trip to Queensland, to a holiday resort on the Barrier Reef, a tropical resort with warm blue waters. June in Melbourne is winter. I grew up in Melbourne. Melbourne and winter, a week with my mother, Why am I going in June? It's a high school reunion. It's the 60th year of the high school that I attended, of the founding of this school, and I've never been to a high school reunion. I haven't had meetings with any of my colleagues from high school, so I hope some of them will be there, and that'll make it worth it being a week in Melbourne. But when I'm going down under, I just have to go to this holiday resort and get my husband to experience snorkeling in the warm blue ocean and meeting Nemo and seeing the coral reef.
I would not comment, but I envy you. Next table topic speaker. Shuba. Favorite thing.
So this is my fellow Toastmasters honored guest. This is my favorite topic of the today's session. Country. And guess this country is my favorite country. This is my homeland country. Nepal is my favorite country. I have been very fortunate to come and work in Austria with the United Nations. And I lived here for a long, long time, more than 30 years. And I also got many, many chances to go around in the world and have some holidays, stay some months, a few weeks, and lie in the beach, go in the forest, and look around in the city, taking the bus tour, and so on and so forth. And I really got many, many chances to meet people from all those countries who are very, very friendly, very helpful, and very kind. But for me, this is my country, which I love the most, and this is my people, Nepalese, whom I really, I trust everybody, but whom I trust the most. And the tradition what we have in Nepal is for me still the best tradition in the world, and the food, which we have very simple food, and this is still the best food for me, because I think, in my opinion, this is the healthiest food, because we don't eat so much meat, we don't eat so much fish also, we don't eat so much butter, we don't eat so much sweets. So meat is once per week. On Saturdays we have holidays, working holidays is Saturday day, Sundays people have to work. On Saturday we have a meat day, so we eat goat meat, also I think it is healthy than other meat. And we also have sometimes fish. So it's a feast day, and we meet with the family members and friends, neighbors. Everybody is welcome. The door is always open in our houses. Actually, we have a 3-4 stories house, and when I visited last time in November, I was shocked. It's a culture shock living so long here, because the main door was open all over. So anybody just can go up and say, oh, hello, is there anybody else? And here, for me, it is no more usual. So I really feel really happy in my home country. This is Nepal.
See how easy it gets to talk if you relax.
Yes.
Things, it's Rina. You're the next one. Have your pick.
I picked up season. Now you wonder why. Fellow Toastmasters honored guest. I grew up in Kerala, it's a tropical country, and it is hot, 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 humid, and we have got rainy season, and that's it. We have only one type of dress for 365 days a year, which is in a way good. It's a very simple life. But then at the age of 18, for whatever reasons, I had landed in Vienna on 18th of February 1980. I walked out of the, I was very thin, 42 kilogram. And I walked out of the airplane and it was so freezing cold, 18th February. And I looked around, it was grey, cold, and I said to myself, this is a fridge. It's a country of fridge. So how can you live in a fridge? So my immediate reaction was to go back to my hot, humid country. Now, after living so long in this country, I must admit, I enjoy the 4 seasons. I enjoy the spring, I enjoy the summer, I enjoy the autumn, and guess what? I even enjoy the winter time. And when the snow is there, you go for a walk, it's so refreshing. And I am a member of a hiking club of the Austrian Alps Club, and regular hiking is my hobby. And I learned to my luck, I learned to enjoy the 4 seasons. And I would advise you, everyone, if you don't like the cold weather, you take it as a challenge and go for it.
Actually, we do have time still. Is that correct? Yes. So, who's for it? Emmanuel, you will speak. Brigitte.
What shall I choose? Maybe I take artist. I've chosen artist because I have a friend in Uganda. He is an artist, contemporary artist. He studied at Kampala and lived for several years in Holland, in the Netherlands, at Amsterdam, where he did further studies, but then decided to go back home to his home country, again to Uganda. He has a family, 4 kids, a very nice wife, and 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls, and they live there in Uganda. And he tries to earn the money for living there through his art. But it's very difficult because in Africa it's difficult, the art market. So it would be much better if you would have the possibility to promote and exhibit and sell his art, for example, in Europe. So a friend of mine, Vicky, I forgot to tell you how I got to know him. Vicky and myself, we met him at Afrika Tage, Donauinsel, where he had a small booth, and he came all the way from Africa to show his wonderful paintings. He's really very talented. And then we thought maybe we can do something to assist him, to help him. So we organized 2 times already at the BSC an exhibition. It was in 2012 and in 2014. And he contacted several galleries, we tried to help him, but it's difficult. So now he is again back home because he was only here for a few weeks. He stays at home at Kampala with his family and tries to come again, but I don't know if it will work. But still, I hope he will make his way and will be able to support his family through his art, because I'm convinced he is a very good contemporary artist. Thank you.
So, I believe we still have time for one speaker. Valerie, you are the one. Our guest perhaps also like to give us an impromptu speech. Would you like to give it a try?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps let me try.
Yes.
Also, I have no experience at all. Yeah, maybe I pick the flower. So the reason why I picked the topic of the flower is because I just came back from Japan. This is the season for the cherry flowers blossoming. And the reason I like the flower is so when you see the cherry flowers blossom, you might think about your own life, because the people's life is always too short, and so you grown up very suddenly, and you contribute to the world in such a short time, and so when you grow up, when you realize something, you already becomes somehow old. Just like the flowers, so it falls down and to the earth and disappear forever. But it is beautiful, and so I would like to see my life is also beautiful, and also contribute to the world somehow. That's my so my little sentence, and I learn from you. Thank you.
And with this, we come to an end of today's table topic session. I will repeat our speakers because we are going to vote, and you also may vote with us. Do you have a slip? Do you have a slip, Roger? Okay. The last one is the table topic speaker, and we all choose the best table topic speaker. The first one was Robin, who explained to us that we live in a political world. The second one was Lily, who was talking about the holiday resort, and she's going to go to Australia, to Queensland, to enjoy that. The third speaker was Sugar, who still loves her home country. The fourth speaker was Rena, talking about season, and that she has learned how to appreciate the cold. The fifth one was Brigitte, talking about how African friend is an artist. And the sixth one was our guest. Sorry, I forgot your name. And you were talking about PNG. Talked about the cherry trees and how you can see the life cycle in a cherry tree cycle. And with this, I hope you have enjoyed our relaxed table topic session. And with this, I return to the third part toastmaster of the day, Monica.
Thank you very much, Fellow Toastmaster Vicky. As I presume you had such an excellent idea and you made us really feel relaxed. So my impression was that no one really was nervous while answering. You seemed also confident and so in control of the topic and of the situation. So I think that's an excellent example because we can apply it for any topic, any circumstance. We just have to relax and feel comfortable. I also was impressed by the questions. I mean, also many things that I learned about the artists in Uganda, like how Rina came, like why some people like politics, perhaps not my favorite team. Also the connection, the approach, cherry blossom together with life, the cycle of life. I thought that was extremely inspirational and gave me something to think about, like kind of a message for the day. So thank you very much to all of you. Perhaps we have some 30 seconds still. I don't know if all of you already wrote down who is in your opinion, the best table topic speaker today. 10 more seconds and then we can continue. So I think we can go ahead, and I would like to call now our general evaluator of the day, who is going to, together with his team, going to evaluate the session and give us the different insights about our meeting today. Thank you, Brigitte. Start of the day.
Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, we come now to the third part of the meeting, the evaluation part. As I said at the beginning, we are a whole team who evaluates the meeting, today's meeting. And I know it started already with the evaluation of Toastmaster Ingmar's speech. And I would like to continue now with Toastmaster Rina. Please could you tell us your result of the counter?
As you know, my job was to count arms and breaks and repetitions. So I counted all of them. So Toastmaster Valerie ended up with 9 marks, Toastmaster Lily 2, Toastmaster Monica 7, and Toastmaster Yasin 6. Toastmaster Brigitte, you just pay €1 because it is 16. Toastmaster Schubert 2 and Toastmaster Robin 6. Toastmaster Anders, he left already 6. And Toastmaster Ilman 7. And Toastmaster Rana 2. This ends my report.
I would like to continue with the grammarian, Toastmaster Schubert. Please could you let us know?
General Toastmasters honors guest. My report as a grammarian today are as follows. At the last meeting, what they decided to do. In my opinion, it should be what they decided to do. Is this correct? I am invited to lunch. I'm not sure about this, that's why I'm asking. Is it I'm invited for lunch today? To lunch or for lunch?
Two lunches also correct.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Also okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Human being has been eating banana. Human being have been eating banana. I'm not sure about this.
It would be has for human being, but it would be how
Human
you
beings.
Human beings
Human beings have been.
If it's plural, it would be have been.
Human being has been.
Human beings
Being.
have been.
Okay. The next sentence was easy to be transported. It should be easy to be transported. One of my favorite things. It should be one of my favorite things. Now the word of the day, gallant. Monica used once and Ilman used once. This is only 2 times I used. That ends my report.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Schubert, for the gallant presentation. It's very good. The next evaluation comes from Toastmaster Yasin as timekeeper. Please could you tell us?
Dear Toastmasters and dear guests, here are the results as a timekeeper. So for the first prepared speech, the most popular fruits in the world, Iman presented this speech in 6 minutes, 30 seconds. Then came the evaluation by Toastmaster Alois. This evaluation has been made in 2 minutes, 25 seconds. And then topic for the topics master, politics by Toastmaster Robin, 1 minute, 55 seconds. Hotel resort by Toastmaster Eli, 1 minute, 50 seconds. Country by Toastmaster Schubert, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Season by Toastmaster Rina, 1 minute, 45 seconds. Artist by Toastmaster Brigitte, 2 minutes, 37 seconds. And flower by our dear guest time, 1 minute, 05 seconds.
Super.
Yeah, this brings me to our last members evaluation, until the evaluation, but our team member of the evaluation group, Toastmaster Robin, please could you let us know who got the most votes for the table topic
I don't know if I had to take into consideration any best evaluator today.
No.
Okay. So I feel a bit uncomfortable, but also honored to announce that I won the best evaluator.
Yeah, it was very interesting, yeah.
Yeah, this ends now the group evaluation. I want to say a few words about the meeting, despite of the fact that we had to start again a bit late because not all roles were filled in advance. I think we managed very well because we had an impromptu Toastmaster of the day. She decided only before the meeting to take over this role. Also, the first evaluator was not determined before, and it was Toastmaster Alois who decided that he would evaluate Toastmaster Ilman's speech. So all these things, if we would have been able to organize this in advance, I'm sure we would have had the possibility to start on time. But all in all, I think the meeting was very well done. I want to mention that it's great that Toastmaster Yasin took for the first time the role as timer. Congratulations, you did very well. And all team members explained very well what they have to do as in their specific role. Yeah, I would say it was a good meeting from my point of view, and if we try to fill the roles next time for the next meetings in advance, we can do better. And with this, I would like to hand over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Brigitte. I also share the opinion of Toastmaster Brigitte. I think somehow it was a spontaneous meeting, but everything went very well. And I mean, I even have to say that Robin, you recently joined and you already won the Table Topic Master. That's also great. On this positive note, actually, I would like to hand over to our Toastmaster chairperson today. And thank you all for being here.
So I think I had the same feeling. It was a really good meeting. I liked everything. The table topic master, I think it was impromptu, but you made a great job. I think it was wonderful. I like all the participants. I like the table topic master as well. And I know that it's not easy because you always prepare very well your topics. You always, this is what I have in mind, you prepare everything, you come with, you know, some construction you do at home. So I know it's a lot of investment. We add it to our life, so I want to congratulate you because I know that it takes a huge part of our time and it's always well done. The speech was wonderful because you cannot imagine how many bananas I have at home. My kids, they always ask me, Mama, please buy a banana, because apparently for football player it is very much recommended to buy a banana. And last time I went with both, and I went out of the shop with, I cannot remember, but I think perhaps 30 banana. And I was telling them, are you sure that we need to have so many bananas at home? And they say, yes, you don't know what is football about. And so I went and I really appreciate your speech because for me it raised something inside. So don't forget, we will have our next meeting on the 26th of April. Before, I'm so sorry, check. PNG, did I pronounce your name? Yeah, sorry, thanks to Madame Toastmaster of the Day, she she asked you to introduce yourself to the audience. So
Yes.
I would like to have a brief feedback
Yes.
from you about this meeting. What was your feeling? Was it like the first time, or is it something different for you?
Yeah. So I would like to say some words. So I'm now more used to this atmosphere, and I feel so I could learn quite a lot from this participation, and so it's great. Yeah, that's all.
So we hope to see you back for your third trial.
Yeah, okay. So, surely I come.
Wonderful. I don't know if you have already, did you put your
Yes, I
email,
have some.
everything, it's already there. Okay? So, last but not least, please don't forget when you assist to a meeting here to register in Easy Speak and taking a role. This is very important in order not to lose too much time at the beginning of the meeting to allocate roles to the people. So please bear in mind that to have a good meeting we have to prepare it well before. So take a role, register if you can to the district conference on the 23rd. You will see, even if it's expensive, I think it's worth going there. And I can now close the meeting. See you next time.
Thank you. Thank you for wonderful.
Grammarian role.
Okay, but I congratulate you. Well done.
And sorry that I forgot to mention that it was also your first time that you had this role.
Second.
Yeah, this role, yes.
Because I did not attend all the previous meetings.
Well done to both of them. Sorry.